So I wake up from surgery and I remember little bits and pieces and flashes um, of the nurses being very like aggravated because I wasn't waking up. So I'd kind of wake up, I could only open one eye for a couple seconds at a time. And I remember them saying, "You need to wake up. Rachel, get up. You gotta wake up now. It's been too long. Come on, we gotta get you out of here." They were very rushing to get me up, get me out. And I remember trying to ask, like, "Is Ryan here to pick me up? Like, why are you rushing me?" And I guess it had been like over an hour or something, and I still wasn't waking up fully. And so that went on in little clips and pieces, and I remember them being very frustrated. And every time I'd wake up, I was waking myself up gasping for air. I couldn't breathe. And if you have or know anyone with sleep apnea and they wake up gasping because they stopped breathing, that's what it was like. I wasn't breathing, and I was trying to tell them that. So I'm trying to tell them every time I come to, like, I can't breathe. I'm forgetting to breathe and I'm gasping and then I'm falling back asleep. And they're frustrated. They're not happy that I'm not awake. And I finally get to the point where I can crack my other eye open and they're like, "Okay, we're doing this." And they sit me up and they literally put my clothes on for me. I am not coherent. I am not conscious enough to understand what's going on. I just remember them putting my clothes on, and I was like, "Is Ryan here? Like, what are you guys doing? Is Ryan here?" And they're like, yeah, he's here. Come on, we gotta get you out." And they literally wheeled me out, put me in my car, closed the door, and said goodbye. And I reacted very poorly to the anesthesia, as we now know, but one of the other side effects was that I was sobbing uncontrollably, like, which is very common, but I couldn't stop crying. So I get in the car, and I'm assuming they've walked Ryan through my aftercare, how to take care of the incisions, told him what's going on. I know he picked up my antibiotics and everything that they give you after surgery from the pharmacy, but I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I can't stop crying about the weirdest stuff too. Like, I'm crying because they put my underwear on backwards, and I'm crying because I realized our bed is almost 4 feet tall. Like, it comes up to my chest when I stand next to it. I'm only 5'2". And I remember crying like, "I can't get into our bed. What am I gonna do?" We already thought of that. There was a step stool at home and everything for me, and he's like, "What is your problem?" And we didn't catch the speech issue immediately because I was crying so much. Every time I opened my mouth to talk, I was full on sobbing. And you know, that can come out like like patchy, stuttery. So we didn't realize there was any bigger issue until we got home.